Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're in the SaintsRow boss factory and I'm going to be showing you some bosses in SaintsRow. So these are all player created bosses and some of them are pretty awesome. This category was a lot of fun to do. So these are obviously, you'll probably be able to tell from the title and thumbnail and everything, that we're going to be showing you some Star Wars bosses today. And I was able to find 6 pretty dang cool Star Wars creations in here. Ironically, hilariously, while I was going through and I skimmed the entire thing, I didn't find a single one for Han Solo. I didn't find a Chewbacca one, which isn't that surprising, but it is a shame. None for Princess Leia, so we're missing just iconic characters. Considering the skin customization and everything, I didn't find a C-3PO, I didn't find Obi-Wan Kenobi, didn't find Mace Windu. There were so many iconic Star Wars characters that weren't created, but I was able to find some pretty cool ones that were created. So mind you, if you're a creative type or someone who likes doing this, why don't you go ahead and create some of those ones that I just listed. We can do a part 2 then. But for this video, I'm just going to show you the 6 that I was able to find and that I think look really great. So let's just start those off. So at number 1, starting us off with probably the most iconic Star Wars character in the entire franchise. I mean, you can disagree with me on that. But I think it kind of speaks for itself. We've got Luke Skywalker, and this character creation looks pretty great. It looks a lot like Luke from Return of the Jedi, which is probably most people's favorite era of Luke. I don't know that I agree, but I think it's a fair thing to say. And so if you want to look like him, this is just the perfect way to do it. So it was created by Ewing Squadron. And there's our share code there. You want to dress up like Luke Skywalker and pretend that somehow the Jedi Master from a galaxy far, far away a long time ago is leading the Saints. This is probably the best way to do it. I found multiple creations for him, by the way, with basically the same outfit. Hard to say if they were rip-offs or not, but I think this one was probably the best out of all of them. So if you want to dress up like Luke, that's the way to do it. So at number 2, we've got the Mary Sue herself, Rey, and I'm not going to say Rey Skywalker because that's just the worst. Not going to do it. But if you want to dress up like Rey, this one works really well. And again, I find this is part of the irony that I wasn't able to find all of those really iconic Star Wars characters. I didn't even find an attempt at Darth Vader, but of course I found 3 different ones for Rey, and this one was probably the best out of all of them. They actually did a pretty good job because I think it looks a lot like Daisy Ridley, and the outfit works pretty well. Now obviously, it's not that hard of an outfit, but again, works pretty well, and you can definitely tell who it's supposed to be. So if you want to dress up like Rey, if you're a sequel fan, you're one of those 4 people out there that prefer the sequels to either the originals or the prequels, then Rey's probably one of your favorites. And that's how you dress up as her. So that one was created by Zlandikar, and there's your share code. So if you want to dress up like Rey, this is how you do it. Okay, and so at number 3, this one requires some suspension of belief, but it's amazing how much it actually looks like Yoda. I had to share this one. In fact, this is because I found the Luke one relatively early while looking through all the bosses, but it wasn't until I saw this Yoda one that I was like, okay, I gotta do a Star Wars video, because that is perfect. Obviously, it's too tall, and so if I was doing this, I would make the character as short as possible, but it looks great. It looks so much like Yoda. The face is basically perfect. I love it so much. So this one was created by Mama Feather, and there's our share code. If you want to dress up like everyone's favorite puppet from those movies, this is the way to do it. It looks perfect. I just can't get over how much they nailed it. Obviously, like I said, too tall, but the teeny little feet and the perfect face, oh, mwah, perfect. I love it so much. So that's the way you do it. Great job, Mama Feather. Absolutely love it. There's Yoda. Let's move on to number 4. Here at number 4, we've got a less well-known one, more obscure Star Wars character, because he's only ever appeared, as far as I know, in Jedi: The Fallen Order, the video game. But as far as I know, that is considered canon, so he's a real Star Wars character. We've got Kestis here. And now, just on a side note, I actually enjoyed that game. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was very fun. I enjoyed the mechanics of it were great. Obviously, they didn't do lightsabers right, because video games never do. But it was pretty dang fun to play. That being said, it was a one-time through type of thing. But all of that aside, because that's all totally irrelevant, if you want to dress up like Kestis, I think this is great. They nailed the outfit. It looks, I mean, obviously it's not exactly the same, but it's really obvious to tell what they were going for. And the face is great. It looks almost exactly like Kestis. So excellent job, Deathclaw. We got a Fallout fan here. Deathclaw created that. There's your share code. You want to dress up like Cal Kestis? This is how you do it. So next up at number 5, we've got Cad Bane. Now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, in the Book of Boba Fett, they introduced Cad Bane. So live-action fans are familiar with Cad Bane at least a little bit. But obviously, for me, I obviously know him from the Clone Wars, because he's actually a really good character in that show. Everyone's favorite Western-style gunslinging bounty hunter, or at least, you know, unless you consider Han Solo to be more for that. But Han Solo's not a bounty hunter; he's a smuggler. So last time I called Cad Bane that, everyone jumped on my throat and said Han Solo beats him. I was like, Han Solo's not a bounty hunter. He's a smuggler. It's different. They don't even do remotely the same thing. But anyway, this one looks great. They nailed it. Obviously, we don't have our extra face stuff for him, but they kind of went with the darker cheeks, which I think helps. They nailed the face, and the outfit looks pretty dang good for Cad Bane. So if you're a fan of the Clone Wars and you loved Cad Bane, check this one out. It was created by Sick Punisher, and there's your share code. I think it looks great. That's Cad Bane. Let's move on to our last one that we've got today. All right, and so here at number 6, of course, we've got the legend himself, Grand Admiral Thrawn. And now, they did introduce him. I never watched Rebels, or at least I haven't seen most of it. I saw a little bit of the beginning stuff. I didn't really care for it. But they do introduce Thrawn in Rebels, so he is canon now. But obviously, if you're a fan of the character, it's probably not from Rebels, it's probably from the expanded universe, because Thrawn has got some of the most epic character building around him. And now this one is created by Darth Danger 13. There's your share code there. This one's only got 21 upvotes, so I would totally understand if you'd never come across it in the game. But it looks awesome. First of all, if you're a fan of Thrawn, it's going to be awesome. But second of all, if you're not, what a cool outfit. Obviously, it's real white, which isn't going to be great for everyone. But the gun belt on there, oh, it looks sick. I love it. So that's Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's number 6 on the list, and that's the last one for today. So like I said, shockingly, a lot of really iconic Star Wars characters were not anywhere to be found on here. But the ones that were cool, and we were able to find some less well-known, you know, a little bit more obscure ones like Admiral Thrawn, Cad Bane, and Cal Kestis. So if you're a Star Wars fan, hopefully you loved this video, and if you're a Star Wars fan and SaintsRow fan, maybe you're going to want to play as one of these characters now. Like I said, part 2, I don't know if it's real possible with this one, because I didn't find a whole lot of other Star Wars characters to show. But if you've got any other requests or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section below. And if you like this video and you want to see some more SaintsRow content, I'll have a playlist linked in the description where I've got other videos like this from the Boss Factory and just guides for the game in general. So definitely check out that link. But that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.